Okay, I'm not sure what caught the last time, but anyways, there's fresh oil in here that I had done because there wasn't any oil in it. I don't like having that. Anyways, new plugs are in. If I didn't mention earlier, if I just delete that out of this whole thing, it's a 1970 Mustang 200 straight six engine, and I had bought it really on the cheap, and it came with a 3-speed transmission. I just wiggled the clutch pivot arm, and it feels like there's absolutely nothing in there. But let me make this smaller. But what we're doing here is just gonna crank it and see if it fires off, because I've spent money on this thing's home, and a guy's got to at some point make sure it actually runs decent. Okay, so I'm looking inside of here. It's got a new rotor and a new cap, and it looks like the wires are new as well, and it's been sitting. It's been sitting. So usually you don't replace the wire and caps and then just throw it away, but that appears to be what it's done. All right, here's the starter. Here's the battery, hot or power. Here's the ground to the battery that's just holding on to an exhaust manifold bolt. At this point, all I'm going to do is spin the engine just to see how it rotates, if that starter is any good. Pause. Okay, I should tell you this. I mentioned this is new. This is a point style distributor and coil. In order for this to work, there's got to be a negative running to the coil, which I just hooked up. And then there's got to be power, and there's a positive and negative running off a 12 volt. You can't leave it hooked up here without the engine running, or it'll cook the coil, or it's supposed to cook the coil. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn it over a couple of times and just see what happens. I don't have solid timing marks on my the round thing in the front where the belt's hooked onto. Crank pulley, but I just want to hear. I was able to rotate it without plugs in, really easy. I did lubricate all the cylinders with a penetrant, and I did fill the bowl with fuel. Now I'm going to use 2-cycle, 40-to-1 fuel, just because it's better, to start out with, because I'm sure this engine has been sitting for probably decades. This is the engine people pull out of cars to put a good one in.